on air, probably. We should
No,
probably
do
a
it
mic check.
while we're on the fly. It's fine. Don't even worry about it.
Does on the fly refer to how we normally do our mic check?
Should I unmute us?
What?
Look, I'm
No,
clever.
wait, what? Are we
It's
muted?
funny.
Oh, he's muted.
No, we're not
I can
muted.
hear us.
I can hear us.
See?
Good, great, awesome. Excellent.
Now let's start the feedback loop.
Feedback line.
And then it's 1d6 plus 8 normally.
Alright, so
And then for
welcome.
animations then.
Hi, yes,
No,
I
if you
fucked up
so
the
sneak
audio
attack.
last time.
Is for the first hit.
Apparently
Terrible.
I have multiple
You do
microphones
too?
on my laptop. Who knew? The guy in the chat did,
Yeah.
so thank you, guy in the chat, for pointing it out. And eventually we got the sound right.
So if you were
Welcome to
if
Accidental
you
Heroes. If you like what you're watching,
hit,
please
you do
click
1d6
follow.
plus 2d6, you do
Be really
4d6.
good if you went and click subscribe
For
on the
the first one,
YouTube
and then
channel,
the
because
second
if you
one
do
will
that,
be
then we can get a
2d6.
custom
That's it.
URL. All the other
Man, I
episodes
don't
of this
wanna first
campaign
hit
and
bonus.
the last campaign are on YouTube, including last week's one where the sound was not great. I wouldn't even
Gets
say it
better.
was- Well,
Literally.
yeah. You can hear me and Deron really well.
But people can hear me well no matter what because I have a voice.
You're right. I could put the microphone at the top of the driveway, and they would still hear
Yeah,
you.
it's my teacher voice. It projects no matter what.
I think you were destined to be a teacher before you became a teacher.
Or a public speaker.
No.
I used to be like that, and then I trained myself out of it.
What do you mean used? Anyway,
That was your-
Claire has the recap.
the life on your pole.
Recap?
Recap?
Recap.
I don't know. Is my voice loud enough for a recap?
Well, it's a thing. Oh, back in my day.
No, thanks.
It should go to Claire because she probably has a bounty on her.
Okay, I'm doing recap.
Yes.
Okay, do that. I'm gonna eat a bounty.
Urbag gets invited to a secret auction. Damal attempts to tag along, but Urbag shuts her down. He goes in alone and sweet talks his way to a winning bid of 2,750 gold that he doesn't actually have. Leaving with a promise of returning with payment, he seeks the rest of the party to fund his purchase. They deny him the funds, saying that he got into this himself, now it's time to get himself out. Heading back with no real excuse for the lack of funds, he attempts to renegotiate again. Suddenly, the glass breaks and an arrow pierces the side of the female alpha that Urbags was attempting to swindle. Assuming that Urbag is responsible for the treachery, and fair enough too, her guards draw their swords and ready to attack him.
I resent that snide comment.
Well, I added it, so you should.
Mm.
But being Urbag, he talks his way out of it by magically healing the elf and even gains information on the location of the magical orb in exchange for saving her life. He now just has to convince the rest of his companions to retrieve it before the would-be assassins and thieves did so. Running back to the party with Jamal, he interrupts their dinner yet again. Sasha agrees to help on condition that the magical orb ends up belonging to everyone in the guild. Urbag meekly agrees to this, for it is far better to get a share of something magical for free than to not get anything at all. The heroes travel to the graveyard at the outskirts of town, where Sasha tries to converse with the grave robbers, but fails to peacefully defuse the situation. The grave robbers, led by an evil priest and something resembling a mutated ogre, viciously attack the heroes. A brutal fight ensues in the midst of the graveyard. John, Damal, and Aisha work together, efficiently cutting through the grave robbers one by one. Sasha helps by magically weakening the enemies and summoning a wall of fire to block their escape. Urbag inspires the party, thank God, and manages to get a few stabs in, even trying to magically charm the opponents to the hero's side. Aisha even summons a mighty air elemental to assist in the fight. John falls after fending off 3 people, his bleeding body draped unconsciously over an old gravestone. Aisha and Damal capture the last surviving thief and tie him up. Reaching for her fallen comrade, Aisha tenderly pours a healing potion between John's lips, healing his critical wounds and saving his life. Sasha carefully retrieves the orb of immolating blaze without touching it. And I was waiting for Kevin to wait for him to touch it, but he didn't. It was so clever. The party has worked together as a team. But will it last? They have another day before it is time to travel the roads again. What trouble will they get into next? Dun dun dun, not Kevin.
Alright, welcome back everyone to the sexy adventures of the accidental heroes. We are now in episode 6, The Secrets of Tombstone Rock.
The sexiest of all rocks.
The sexiest of all rocks.
Episode 6, you say?
Do I need to tag it as R18 if it's a sexy adventure?
Well, I'm giggling with Shay because he sends me something that's like quite to the point, and then I rewrite it to add like sexy parts.
And then I use my tone to make it even better.
See, it's a team effort.
It's amazing.
Right there.
Team 6 appeal.
I would try to fit in the word sensual in the next summary.
You can be PG and still be sexy. The woman
Not
is-
in America.
Do you forget the woman in the red dress, Daryl?
Matrix is MA for thing.
Yeah, but the woman in the red dress is PG. There's no titties.
Alright. Anyway, you find yourself standing in the quiet of the graveyard. Blood and dead bodies lie around you. The residual heat and smoke from your magical spells hang in the air. You wonder if anyone noticed your battle. For the moment, you do not hear sounds from anyone approaching. On the ground, a bruised and bleeding man sits tied up, securely with rope. He spits and curses at you and says, "You will regret this. Once my organization hears of you, you will all pay."
How will they hear of us?
Well,
I'm not sure they will. I say this to the man, and then I go, "How do you think they'll hear of us? Do you have some secret way of getting this sorted? Do you?"
even if I do, I will not reveal it to you, dark elf.
You know what? I could just kill you now because that sounds ominous.
Adding more murder to your list. I know
Yeah.
of you.
Don't,
Do you now? And how would you know
kill
of me?
them.
Your reputation precedes
If you say don't do something, Daron, I'm very much more likely to do it.
We need to escort this man to the prison.
Why?
And
Grave
inform
robbing.
Yeah. For grave robbing.
both grave robbing and attempted murder.
Do we have proof of grave robbing?
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go out on a limb and say
Self-defense.
maybe we don't.
Maybe we do.
It's his word against ours.
I'm not really
Well,
sure
We
I'm
also,
not- no, I'm not-
where
I'm not
the
gonna come.
key came from.
Well, here's the thing. They have a bunch of crowbars and what looks like an axe. They're at a grave
I
mausoleum.
I also seem to remember having a party member that has a certain spell that helps fix situations like this by removing certain memories about things that only happened mere minutes ago.
I'd like
That's
to
still a
look
spell
around.
they have.
Yes, you may look around. Is this a actual search? Then you may make an investigation roll.
Perception, because I'm looking.
If you want to just look with your eyes,
I'm just
you
looking
may.
with my eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't go hands on, yeah.
Yeah, but it takes a whole minute, Shay.
We have
27.
plenty of time.
27. You think you see
What?
some shiny valuables on the dead wizard.
Yeah, good. I'm looting. I'm going over to the dead wizard and doing
How
some
long does
looting.
it last?
So while the Mao is looting, what is everyone else doing?
Oh, I'm clutching my wound and say, guys, I'm going to bed. Sasha, can you make sure this guy gets taken to the prison?
I can make sure that happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna
we'll-
trust you with
Well,
that.
In the morning,
I feel
we'll-
like, buddy, we're like an hour away from town.
Oh,
No, you're not. You're
Oh.
at, there was a bit of confusion there where you thought you walked really far, but it was only like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh,
See, I'm going back
no,
to
attack
the
Donna down.
Yep, and we'll travel to Tombstone in the morning.
Yes, yes, hello. Hello.
Are you going
Hello.
to back to the
Yes,
inn together,
relax.
or is there another
Oh,
split?
I'm going because I'm hurt now.
There will be a group travel towards the inn, and then part
And
of
then
the party will
there'll be
split
a
off.
No, I'm just going now.
Like, oh yeah, I think we're actually done here. Like, he's already went in to grab the orb.
Okay.
There's nothing else we need to stay here for, is there?
No.
Then we all just go.
Okay, so you
She-
leave
We're
together.
going, and then some of us are taking this guy to the prison.
Yeah.
Well, Damal's still looking.
We'll resolve the mouse search, but I want to know who is holding the guy. 'Cause
The
he's
air
roped up.
elemental is holding it.
Elemental is still in place.
It lasts
right?
an hour.
Wait, hang on. Wait, what? So, what memory?
Can
was
the
it
air
on?
elemental actually lift?
Yeah, it
things?
has a decent amount of strength.
Okay.
It's also large.
What was Urbeck gonna say?
Did what? Why was I going to change this guy's memory?
So that he doesn't think that we took the item.
Oh, right.
Oh, did he see us?
Well, he obviously saw you because he was conscious and he saw everything.
Yeah.
Damal, meanwhile, you
Yeah, I
find
wanna
a
do that.
nice little pouch full of loot.
Yeah.
You find a large gold ring, which you think is worth 20 gold pieces.
Yep.
It fit on your thumb because you are delicate.
It's now on my thumb. Yep.
You have many rings, by the way, if you check your character. You have like 5.
Yeah. Some are in my bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they can be a different
35
age.
gold pieces,
35 gold pieces.
85 silver pieces,
Mm-hmm.
and
Fuck.
204 copper pieces.
Guy is loaded.
Yeah.
For, like, peasant.
They're not peasants.
Is that
Oh,
it?
they're not peasants.
They're
it?
criminals.
They're criminals. Yes, that is it.
No magical shit or
Um,
like...
Other than that, you don't think you find any magical
You,
things?
you wouldn't know they're magical anyway unless you detect magic.
Yeah.
Can I detect
You find
magic?
like generic swords, they're kind of worn, they're sharp, but they're kind of
How
worn.
many?
So there were 3 guys. You find 4 long swords, 3 short swords, a really big axe.
Is the identify spell still a thing?
I take them all.
It's in one of your
Sure.
lists.
You take all the
Do you have
swords.
the weight?
I have no idea what the weights of these
We'll
things
just do it
are.
later.
They'll go into
That's
your
fine.
bag. They'll
Yeah.
hold it.
Yeah, yeah, no.
I want to modify the guy's memory.
Sure. What is the saving throw
You okay
that
with
I have to
having
roll?
pencils?
And then if I fail, you can tell me what
Spread
you
myself.
want to modify. And what spell are you using?
Modify memory.
Casting time off.
1 minute.
Okay.
I found the spell list.
Yep. That's it. She's fine.
Cool, thanks.
Wisdom saving throw.
Off.
DC 16.
He fails.
Nicely.
In what way do you wish to modify his memory?
I want to remove the fact that he saw us take the item.
Are we gonna
Sure.
harass him
What the
first?
shit is this?
No.
We're gonna ask him questions about why he was
Maybe
there,
he's
who
good.
hired him, what's
Yeah,
going
but
on.
we can do that
Old
after
person.
I've modified his memory.
Alright.
Yeah.
Unless you fail miserably and wipe the whole night.
No, he has full control of 10
What?
minutes worth of time
Memory,
within the
yeah.
last 24 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
He forgets
Well,
that you have
I-
taken the magical
I would suggest
emulating
this
orb
is-
blaze.
I suggest you modify it so that they successfully ripped open the tomb,
And
were
one
about
of-
to rob it, and then we came in and stopped them.
No, one of the guys bailed with the item.
Yeah, one of
and
their
we killed
friends
the
left.
rest.
Wait, you can add like
Yeah,
fake
yeah,
memories?
Yeah.
You can, pretty much.
Is that what you wish to do, Urbek? It is all up to you.
Add
Yeah,
something
Specifically word it in a way where Kevin can use it to manipulate you later and screw us all over.
Yes.
No
much
pressure.
like a wish spell,
No pressure. Phrase everything.
phrasing is important.
Phrasing is always important.
Yeah.
Moist.
Why?
So,
Why?
What
okay.
about
'Cause
Dad?
No,
You
sorry,
get 1
everybody
minute
hates
to MIB describe the new memory to him. Okay?
Are you're timing?
Sort of.
So, I change the memory of the interaction.
Yep, of the past 10 minutes.
The combat was less than 10 minutes, wasn't it?
Correct.
So I say the
18
new
seconds.
memory is we came upon them in the graveyard, having already broken into the tomb. The item was not there.
Okay.
We found them. They attacked us
Okay.
unprovoked,
Okay.
and here we are.
That has been noted.
And will be manipulated later.
And recorded.
And you walk out the graveyard and head back towards the town proper. A couple of paces outside the graveyard, we'll say maybe 3 or 4 minutes pass. You walk past a small church that you can see at the end of the street, and then of course the road continues on towards town. Do you wish to continue or do you wish to turn?
Can I ask how
It
many
looks like
days
there.
we are into leaving and we're leaving soon, right? So
You are not
tomorrow?
even past the
Day
first
after.
night.
Yeah.
You have not slept the first night.
Oh, this
Much
is
happened this
this
day.
is a side thing, because I think the elemental is strong enough. I'll tie up the other dead corpses, because there is no point leaving a bunch of dead corpses out. Drag them to the jail as well.
Okay. So you continue on to the jail, ignoring
I'm not going to the jail.
church that is still open, I guess lit up at the end of the road.
I'm not going to the jail.
Yeah, I'm
don't
not
need,
going.
You are not going to jail. You are not going to where?
We don't need to forgive
I'm not going to
ourselves.
jail. I'm just going back.
There's no
there.
reason to go
Okay.
to
I'm
jail.
In-
curious about this church. I'm really
Church?
curious about the church.
Okay.
Church tomorrow.
In church,
So what? We're just walking
Prison,
out. No.
bed, church.
yes,
clarifying.
you've got 3 choices: prison, bed,
but
church,
I'm
or there's
clarifying
technically a
we-
4th choice where you just hang around the street. That's fine too.
We
It is
walk-
currently 9:30 p.m. in the night,
The church just looks like a normal church.
but it is like lit. Like there are people in there. As far as you can tell, there's lights,
We
and
also
it's just a
look like
church
bloody
at the end of
mess.
the
Have
street.
you got the orb?
What old?
In case
Well,
someone needed.
since
anything.
they have
Churches
decided.
have lights on, right?
I should, with the elemental prisoner and dead body, will
Yeah.
drag them to the town guard house.
Okay,
Wait,
so
you're
jail,
taking all the
Jail.
bodies?
Jail.
Yeah.
jail, church.
So you just-
in.
So there's just 3 floating dead bodies and a captive guy. Just
Well, they're being dragged along.
It's fine. You
You
guys
sure you don't
leave
want to
them
come to the
out.
church? Isn't that very much you?
well, yeah,
No.
but I'm on 6 health, so I don't really.
Just lay on
Maybe
hand
I'll-
yourself.
You were
Touch
covered in
yourself some
bleed.
more.
You were
I
covered in
mean,
blood.
yeah, I
Am
could
I?
heal for 60, I guess.
You were in combat. You
And
fought
like,
people.
this is the last. We're about to go to sleep.
Oh.
You'll be
Since technically you're all like
I'm-
deciding where to go together,
Thank you for that.
you
Three-way.
realize that
bloody mess walk into the
Like,
church.
2 of them
Oh,
are going to the
okay.
jail. Damal's walking
Right.
up to the church by herself. John feels uneasy about this based on things that only he realizes or knows.
What?
Well, everyone knows.
Yeah, everyone knows, but John knows more. Or John feels more of it. Like we don't want anything to do with it. But John was all, I need to find out about
He didn't
things."
tell us about it, so.
Yeah, he didn't. So only John knows what John did.
Wait, what?
What did John?
Because Sasha did the same thing and got nothing, so Sasha doesn't know.
Sasha doesn't know.
John doesn't know.
John has
John
motivations to keep them out. of
Does
trouble.
know because he sensed something.
I don't know that John knows, and what John knows.
You
John
sensed the
also
dead
sensed
body.
something.
You sensed the fucking undead corpse that was
Oh
underneath
yeah,
Sasha.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. The fact
Oh.
that you know that's there and there's a church right there.
And then I haven't mentioned it to anyone.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yes, because it's your sense. You didn't go, wow, there's something there behind Sasha.
I suppose John reluctantly sighs and when he sees Damal sneaking off and
Do you wish to heal yourself
Church.
first?
Great.
Or are you gonna walk along with 6 hit points? Technically, your bleeding stopped.
Use your 60 points. And
I'll use 30. I don't want to use all of it.
Fair enough, 30. Alright.
Oh, Sasha, can I have a clean, please?
charge her money.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, I'm clean.
Sure.
Can I have a clean?
Like roses.
Open your
No,
mouth.
you don't get the roses. That takes
Aw.
time. You get prestidigitation.
Okay, I'm clean. Good.
So at this point, the road splits. Damal and John walk off towards the end of the street.
I'm
towards the
I'm
church.
behind Damal. I only
You're behind Damal.
I only reluctantly.
How
follow.
far behind do you want to stay?
Say 30 feet.
Okay, 30 feet is fine. So you will not appear as though you are with her
No,
when
no.
she enters
no,
the church. Okay,
no.
I
fair
turn
enough.
around and go, is anyone coming with me? Do I see John?
I mean, I'm not trying to be stealthy. I'm
Oh, there's no
They
way
can't.
you are stealthy.
Clink, 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 clink.
You
Yeah.
clank, 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 and it's disadvantage on stealth rolls as well. With
I go
heavy
and
armor.
I go and hang out next to John because I know that.
Oh, so you
him-
purposely double back 30
Yeah, yeah,
feet
yeah,
and
yeah,
go,
yeah,
hey
yeah.
John.
Well, yeah,
okay.
yeah. I want my
So
older
unless
buddy.
you walk 30 feet back, Damal's walking with you.
I-
We'll resolve the jail first because that's the easiest one.
why Damal?
That's
He's
not
trying
good.
to find something. He's like, I cast stink.
Eventually, Aisha and Sasha, with the air elemental, the dead bodies,
Yeah.
and the tied up guy, reach jail. There outside, you see a couple of like deputies. Obviously, they are kind of taking easy being this late at night.
Good.
They see you and their eyes widen at your approach. However, they've never seen you before. Like if they saw Damal or John, they would kind of know. But the two of you are kind of unknown to them. They immediately get up and rush to call their captain.
Yeah.
That an elf named Rathagal, whom you've not
No.
met. He walks out and he stands at you with his arms crossed. What is the meaning of this? Why do you parade dead bodies within the town?
We caught them grave robbing and they tried to attack us. Because we saw.
Sure, since you are not, well, I mean, DM, not lying, so you don't need to roll anything. He looks at the corpses and goes, I think I recognize some of these thugs. They work for people who are not too,
Respectful of corpses?
well, respectful of the law. He says, very well, we appreciate your help. We will take this man into custody and interrogate him to
Yeah,
find out
I-
what else they are planning.
Consider justice served. Do you happen to know the name of the organization they work for?
You may roll a persuasion check.
Lots.
Lots.
That was mine.
Which is
That was my
He
lucky
says
rocket.
he is not too sure, but
24.
he has heard of their. He only has seen or heard of their symbol being something to do with an eye. Single eye.
eyeball cult.
Eyeball eye. Yeah.
Is it open or closed?
No, is it in a pyramid?
It is not in a pyramid. But beyond that, he genuinely does not know. Like, doesn't know the name of the organization. He guess it's quite secretive, even for a town like this. They are outsiders to the town, not people who are in this town, like not natives. Just like you, he can kind of tell. Yeah.
Just since he described the symbol, can I guess roll like a random history trick if I've ever heard of an organization with this
You
symbol? Oops. 21.
A 21 tells you that without more description of the actual symbol, just telling you it's an eye can represent many different things.
Okay, so don't know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sasha and Aisha, I take it, will then walk back to the inn.
Yes, he thanks you and he says, should you come across any dirty dealings within the town, care to report to me, if possible.
It's my buddy.
And he
What's his
says-
name? I forget.
Okay.
Mithril.
See you later.
Mithril, the elf.
Yeah, that's right.
We say bye and leave.
Okay, so you head back to the
Mithril
inn
Shed.
eventually to join Urbag.
On the way back, can we discuss our...
Wait, did I get back to the inn without nothing happening to me?
Yeah.
Holy
Can we
shit.
discuss the plans for going to Tombstone Rock tomorrow?
Where?
What's it?
Tombstone Rock?
I don't think they know about it.
They
Aisha does, because we talked to Aisha.
Oh yeah,
That was
Aisha
our
might know.
plan before they all stormed
Oh,
in.
so we talked about over dinner.
Yeah, that's what we talked about over dinner.
Sure.
To head there and investigate because of the undead that I heard were causing trouble.
Okay.
Me and Undead are
Damal
fighting.
and John walk together into
No.
small-
Hey, before we walk,
Yes.
can I please do a I want to say survival check, but I don't know how to say it without
Just tell
saying
me what you
survival
want to
check.
do, and I'll tell you what.
So I want to
applicable
track
check.
my favored enemies.
You want to track your favorite. So you want to look around for tracks of your favorite enemies. What are
Yeah,
your
or like
favorite
a
enemies?
presence or dark elves and undead.
Are you using the magical version or are you just using your tracking skills?
I'm using the favored enemies skill.
So she as a ranger has a enhanced skill at
Yes.
tracking
But
any...
the question is whether she's the one where she's burning the spell
No,
slot
it's
to
not. It's
radar.
not a magical one.
Okay, not a
It's
magical one.
not nothing like.
Roll a survival check.
Survival check.
Mhm.
20, but
We have advantage, so roll it twice.
okay.
19.
So
6,
25.
There are indeed no tracks upon this road that you're on resembling any of undead or dark elf.
Can I
Aside from
sense
your own.
anything?
You don't have that.
Yeah, the primeval
You have the
awareness.
primeval awareness. You have to burn a spell slot for that one, and then I will tell you that one subtype thing, whether it's within
6 miles.
no, because this is not out in her favorite terrain, so it's like
No.
less.
No, this.
Isn't it 6 when she's in the favorite
one
terrain?
mile. Within
1 mile.
1 mile.
Okay, can
I
I
will
use
tell you.
primeval awareness as
You
well?
may.
Okay, so I'm going to use primeval awareness.
Yeah,
Yes.
So you burn a cell slot.
Burn a spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Name the thing you want me to
Undead.
tell you. Undead.
Okay, cool,
There is
yeah.
definitely undead within a
Does
mile
not
radius
reveal
of you.
location or number.
Correct.
Oh.
But there is definitely undead in 1 mile radius of you.
I can speak to it.
You can.
If it's
What?
nearby,
If
only if
you
it's
can
nearby
hear?
to here.
You? Yes.
Ho, undead, reveal yourself.
Reveal yourself, ho.
No
I'm
answer.
sure there's undead hoes.
No answer.
I'm sure there's undead hoes in this town. No
We
answer.
are about
You
to
played
enter a
World of Warcraft,
church.
right?
Does
I
this
believe,
concern you?
unless it's a super evil church, the undead would not go anywhere near the church. You know this from your years of dealing with
undead?
the menace of
There's
undead.
a funny question about undead waiting on the other day.
You-
All right.
Okay. Is she gonna walk into church by herself, or are you going with her? Or are you gonna watch from?
Reluctant.
I don't want to be seen
John!
with her.
Let's go
I-
toward the church.
I cast Misty Step to teleport 30 feet backward.
Scroll down to the
Is that
bottom.
what Misty Step does?
It's so
It
fucked.
turns them into a cloud of mist.
You walk in church.
Yeah, I'm kind of sick of catching up to John at this point.
Entering the church, you see several robed dwarves engaged in a ceremony.
Oh no.
As far as you can tell, with your high perception, you can see 12 dwarves, plus a groom, a bride, and a female dwarven priest. As you enter, because of the fact that you are you and you're
I
not
want to be
actually...
pretty stealthy about it. Like,
Wow.
You walked in.
You walked
You
in.
can't say you're
Fine.
Yeah,
stealthy.
you
after
can't see
Yeah,
the
but he was
dwarves
like-
and goes,
alright,
I
fine,
stealth.
fine,
Yeah,
fine,
you
fine,
can't see
fine.
dwarves.
Okay, fine.
They all turn towards you and there's an uncomfortable silence that fills the air.
I stare wide-eyed because are these the fucking dwarves from that place where we saw?
These are just dwarves having a wedding.
They're just dwarves in a wedding. It's
Yeah.
not the dwarves from the
Where?
from the
last
council. From the
Oh,
last
no.
adventure.
No?
That's
You
on the other side
recognize
of the
those,
world.
like, they wouldn't...
Just gotta check,
Yeah.
man.
Well, yeah, you know.
Yeah, are you saying all dwarves look the same?
I'm like,
Racist.
hi, carry on. It's fine.
John's just keeping his distance, just keeping an eye on them.
Are you now through the doorway?
No.
So you're still outside, but
I'm
you
gonna
see her
slip.
back.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
slip out. Hi, carry on. It's fine, and then just
After
like
a
try
while,
and
because
sneak
you
off.
didn't really do anything,
Yeah.
the female dwarven priest says, more guests. Welcome to the wedding. And the rest of the wedding party beckon for you to join in.
Sure, I take a seat
You take
in
a
an
seat.
appropriate place, respondent to which
Is
side.
John
I'm-
still outside? You see Damal go inside. You hear someone welcoming her in.
I'll
But you don't see
stand
anything.
at the doorway.
You stand in the doorway.
Just
I'm
so
gonna look around and
Yeah.
The dwarves notice you at the doorway and they wait for you to take a seat as well. You realize that standing blocking the doorway is not typically customary for a dwarven wedding and you might, maybe, be offending their culture.
I'm gonna sit as far away as possible from Jamal.
Sure. How
No, you were
close?
chaotic. Come on.
How close towards the front of the church do you
I'm
wish
just
to go?
quietly sitting in a back pew.
You're quietly sitting in the back
Oh, you should
pew.
have been close. Then you get the benefits of what Kevin's about to cast.
The wedding ceremony continues. Both of you may roll an insight check.
I'm paying a lot of attention right now. just
And
by the way.
wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, good roll. Good roll. Solid. Solid.
What's
So-
inside? There, right?
Insight. Is
Insight.
The
8.
So if I've got 4 in saving throws and also 4 in inside,
It doesn't total up. 4 is the 4.
4 is the 4, so 4 plus whatever.
but I've
you
only
roll.
got 3. I've got 7 in saving throws and charisma, but I've only got 3 in all these.
Because you're not trained in those skills.
Because that's a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, those are charisma based saves.
Okay.
Insight is a wisdom based thing.
Okay. I know. I'm just using it as an example of
Yeah,
like.
no, it's
Yes.
because they're not coloured in. Which
If they're
means
not coloured in this,
trained.
you're not trained in it, so you don't get that +4 bonus. It's really all about if the thing is marked, you get +4.
Oh, so I get +2 to investigation.
So +4 on top of
So
whatever
you-
your
you-
stat
you
gives
get
you.
But I
Plus
don't
two
get
rolls,
the
you have
4
your
saving
autos.
throws
Mm.
plus a
That
4
one's
if I'm
6
trained in it.
because you've
No.
got the +4.
Because the trained in it is
Proficient.
separate from
Ah,
your
that's
saving
interesting.
throws.
Cool.
So what I use, whatever is higher. Whatever.
What?
No,
yeah,
no.
use what you use.
Insight check is what you use.
Then how do I get that
Fine.
high perception?
22.
Wait, why were you wondering then? I thought it was like a difference
I
between
just,
like
just wanted a clarification.
12 and 15 or something. Only John notices this. You notice that the dwarven bride getting married appears very fearful and near tears. Her body language seems to indicate that she does not want to be here. The female priest clears her throat and says, where were we? Oh yes, as I was saying, if anyone has any objections, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I mean, you know,
Damsel in distress, John.
I mean,
What's
I'm
your
not
character?
one to interfere with, you know, dwarven customs.
But you also.
I mean, if that's the way that it works, that's the way that it works. I mean, I'm
Yeah, who are you to know?
yeah,
What's your alignment?
character good.
Ooh, you're very respectful of those rules.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an intruder here, so
Technically, if you were following your alignment, you'd probably do something too.
Not really.
Can I do like a
Ca-
religion check to see
Characters
if I?
won't benefit
Oh, that's
me.
not really religion. No.
The only
because more
info religion
focus
check will
on
give you is
benefit.
what is this church?
Oh,
What God does it serve?
true.
You could do that
Not
if
just
you
doing
want.
dumb shit
Oh,
for the sake of doing dumb
what
shit.
what is customary of a particular wedding ceremony?
Yeah, you could
What
technically
could I
that.
do for that? Like history or?
Yeah, both could be
There's
applicable.
knowledge religion or knowledge history.
Well, you said religion's not really going to give me much. information
You
about
could,
it.
depends on.
Okay, I'll
Like
try.
I said, pretty much you can roll and I can based on your roll I can give you information.
What's your
Okay.
highest one? Make it up. We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
3.
No.
And religion.
No, no.
No. Ignore that. What's your highest one? What's your highest bonus?
Between history and religion.
Yeah.
Well, history is
out of-
minus
out of-
1.
Out of all of them.
Everything.
Out of all of them. We're gonna make a bullshit.
Everything's
reason.
minus 1.
No. I mean, like, that's plus what?
Well, I don't think I could justify
Athletics.
athletics.
You could. Well, you do
He starts
push-ups.
doing push-ups. and
Out of your
somersaults.
intelligence knowledge checks, which is your best?
I'm just going to do religion.
Okay.
Sure.
8.
8 tells you that this is a. Okay, I guess you know this. The Church of Vergadane. However, you are not too sure what god this represents.
Can I do a religion check anyway? Because it's a wedding at a church.
You can. I'm gonna stop you from searching your memories and knowledge.
9.
It's probably 6. Hang on.
It's a 9.
It is 11.
11. You also figure out that this is the Church of Vergadane, and you are not sure
You also
what
know
she
shit.
represents. You look just as confused as John.
Okay.
No, John's not going to do anything.
John does not do anything. Damal does not notice. We'll see whether this happens. I guess because the bride sees the two of you there, this will happen. Despite not choosing to intervene, the bride decides to burst into tears and attempt to run. The groom's family tries to grab her and drag her back to the front of the church, but she slips from their grasp and runs up to the two of you. Oh man, this is gonna be good. And grabs Damal's arm.
Ah, fuck.
Tearfully, she begs. Tearfully, she begs. Please help me. I don't want this.
You can now you have something to flirt with.
Damal looks. Thank you very much, Deron. I needed that. Damal looks disdainfully at the bride, rolls her eyes a bit, and be like, "Ah, fuck! I just wanted to chill out in the church, enjoy some wedding."
John does see this, by the way.
And I go, dwarf dudes, what's going on?
The angry groom and his family seem to take offense at your meddling, and they say, "Oi, this is none of your business. She is payment, beholden for her family's debt." They begin to approach. No weapons drawn.
I push her towards John.
How many of them are there?
Well, 13 of them. The cleric stands at the head of the church and the front of the church, and for the time being refuses to intervene.
I say, what is this debt?
Does my
speak of?
pushing do anything? I pushed her towards John.
Oh, then she clings to John's
Ah,
like waist now. Say, yeah, that's a shot. Sure.
Essentially.
Well, I said it will make its way into the next summary. What does John actually say?
He says, "Tell me what this debt is."
Who are you asking, the girl or the dwarf family?
I'll ask the girl since she's there.
She seems quite hysterical, and she kind of like blubbers and sputters, but doesn't give you a clear answer.
Can I also ask? What do I need to do?
It depends on who you're asking.
I'd like to ask the.
You can tell
groom.
that John has tried asking the girl, and she doesn't.
I'd like to
seem-
ask the groom.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ask the groom. You may roll a persuasion check, and then you tell me what you say.
Fuck all.
2. Oh, worthy groom, how much is this debt that she owes?
That's not a 2 statement.
I don't
is it?
care. He said, tell me what you say. That's what I
Well,
say.
the thing is, because she led with that,
Oi, fucker.
yeah.
Oi.
Because she led with that, I will kind of play a little bit.
Great.
She says, the groom says, she was payment negotiated to cover the outstanding debts of her despicable family.
And if-
2,500 gold pieces.
Oh man, you had an orc worth that. Just by the way.
I have more than an orb with that.
And we intend for her to marry our eldest son,
How many
and
are
give
there?
her a better life than her family did.
How many are there?
There are 13
Only like
dwarves.
40,
Oh, John thinks it's quite a noble thing to do then. It's trying to improve this lady's life.
Sure, you may roll an
Against her
insight
will.
check.
13 of them.
Both of you may roll an insight check.
Ooh, 22.
Okay,
They're lying.
What does the Mao roll?
No. 9.
9. Okay, so Damal doesn't realize this. Only John realizes this. Based on the body language and the way the dwarf family has responded, you can kind of tell they probably intend to treat her like a servant or as property. Never to seek freedom
I wish
for
I'd
herself.
failed that because he would have been like,
Well, you're 23 is really
You
good.
now feign ignorance, but now it's knowingly. Not.
Can I slip her my rat?
What?
She's not with you now.
you push
You
her
push
away.
her away.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
But,
she's
but
clinging
like,
on to John. How would you slip her your rat? Would you just like sit
Slip
on
it
her?
out. Just slip out a rat and
Yeah.
Don't, no.
scurry over.
No.
no, like,
She
It's
is
like-
wearing a bridal gown. It's not as if it is like has pockets.
it's
or
boofy
anything.
though, right? Like it could
Yes.
be on her leg or something.
Sure. What? You can slip her your rat.
I'm just trying to be creative.
Yeah.
And I'm asking. I'm not going to do it yet.
Okay.
John says, shh, it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Because you have reacted in that way to her, she looks at you tearfully and tells you that her family was cruel. They were all thugs and bullies, and they did indeed sell her off to pay for their debts.
Well, I say, what is your name?
Her name is Saguni, Saguni.
How much money do you have?
Weaver. Is that my
However,
friend?
she says, continuing on,
Give it a
this
go.
is not what she wants. She was
Saguni.
never part of their
With her.
deals,
That's
her
not-
family's
did you get the
deals and
Can we avoid
schemes.
that?
I've got like 500.
No, the first name
I haven't
avoided
even got that
already.
much, too.
Weaver is a common
She is
last name.
scared and just wants to live a life free, safe, and meaningful. She begs for you to help her.
I say, shh, let's just go along with it for now.
Yeah, she needs to. We need to go along with it for now. Unless
I mean-
do you want to kill 13 dwarves?
No, I mean, John's not an idiot. Well, he is.
And I really don't want to take on 13
I
dwarves.
don't really want to. No, pick your battles, you know?
I just
You
wanna-
tell her in a persuasive way or an intimidating way?
Oh, persuasive.
Sure. Persuasion then.
Have I got anything on me that
I
tracks
just want to
shit?
quickly say hello to Overhuman
I'm good rolls
Dog,
tonight.
Who is-
18.
viewing from Russia.
Oh,
welcome.
hey man. Welcome.
Wait, so if my saving throws is...
Well, it has nothing to do with saving throw. Remember, saving throw is when I was
Right,
doing something
right,
It's a
wrong.
defensive
Yeah.
thing.
So,
Yeah,
just
defensive. Yeah. So what's your total?
18.
18. That is still quite high. She looks dejected and resigned to her fate. And slowly she lets go of your waist.
This
And
is
I
so
just
sad.
I just gently nudge her
I've
back.
got like no health either.
And sadly walks back to the Dwarven family.
No, that's
Is
minus
your rat?
100.
No?
No, I'm not doing that. Sorry, can I just have a minute?
Okay.
Thank you.
Stupid Discord notifications.
Secret
Yeah,
Discord
look, I'm going to
notifications
I'm
that are
going
no longer
to
secret.
wink
They're
assuringly at her.
Okay.
Just like, yeah, I don't see anything in this for me. I don't have the money. I couldn't be bothered like fucking around with it. It's very, I mean, it's very chaotic evil of me, but it is what it is.
Sure. Sadly,
Yeah,
she
no.
hits back. She hits back to the marriage
Man, I
and
should have gone to the church.
the ceremony. Yeah, you should have gone. The ceremony continues. Eventually, the marriage is complete, and she is now married to a family of dwarves.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved.
Yeah,
I have
no.
too, like, my health is too low. It's
Yeah,
enough.
there's
I've
13
had
of them,
enough.
and
It's
of
funny
it.
because this was not a fight encounter.
Okay, that's fine.
This was a pure persuasion, intimidation, or negotiation encounter.
Yeah, and I.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the negotiators out there.
So I'm gonna head back to the inn.
with the marriage wedding ceremony over, the dwarves thank you, and the female priest kind of just blesses you upon your way.
I give a nod of approval.
I roll my eyes and I'm like, well, waste of time. Go back to the inn. have a
And you
drink.
go back to the inn.
Yeah.
I'll also go back again.
I need
at a
I need my
distance.
8 hours, man.
Indeed.
I feel like we just failed that
So
completely.
ruthless. You didn't fail. You just fucking ruthless. Killer bees.
Just like
Does John's
Go on,
does
woman.
John's alignment
Oh
change?
wait.
go
Enjoy
forward
it.
to your life of slavery.
Did she cast the spell ceremony?
Hmm?
Could-
No, but because these two did not bring violence to the church, the female priest of Vergadane will thank them both and bless you for the next 24 hours.
Shit.
There will be a random effect
Oh.
for the next day.
Random blessing. Love it.
Yes.
You get -5% on.
Blessing, Daryl, not curse. Blessing.
Oh, the curse would have happened if you started a fight. If there was a physical altercation, there would have
In a
been.
church. Yeah.
Yeah.
John thanks, like, he's just like, thank God Demal didn't start the shit in his head.
I'm crazy. I'm not stupid. Crazy, yes. Dumb, no.
You all make it back to the inn
Highest intelligence of
and
the group.
retire to your rooms. It is getting quite late. Is there anything else you wish to do before the night passes?
No, I'm just gonna lock my door and just.
I'm gonna
Go
look
sleep.
for any sight of Missy got shot in the side and her bodyguards.
By the time you head down to that room, it appears to be clean. The hole in the window is kind of patched up with like boards, but other than that, you do not notice anything.
Nothing's going on.
Yeah, nothing's
Okay.
going
Is there any patronage?
on. There are very few this late at night. You're guessing people are starting to go home because it's cold, and I guess the inn wants to kind of close down for the night. You can still order food if you want. Like kitchens
Were there
are
any
still
other
open.
guests at the wedding?
Were there any? No. Aside from the 12 dwarves, 1 groom, 1 bride, and the priest and the 2 of you, there was no one
Any
else.
other women aside from the wife?
No, they were all men. Dwarf clan.
Sounds like some.
You seemed to let something that might not necessarily have been legal happen.
Don't think she cares? What
No.
the Mal cares?
Sasha is going to spend an hour meditating using her quill of scribing
Mm-hmm.
to note down what happened over the last 24 hours.
Sure. For the rest of you, the night, well, all of you, the night passes uneventfully. You may regain things as though you had a long rest.
Yay.
I've been thinking about if I'm going to change into someone, and I'm trying to recall a female from the past.
Aside from the captain,
Yeah, I mean, there's the baker lady.
the baker lady, there's captain, dwarf, bride.
Yeah, which would be not good right now.
Well, I'm just quoting all the.
Question from the chat. Kind of new to Dungeons and Dragons. Is there a way to do it online, like the streamers,
Like streamers.
but or do it online with people or something?
Yeah, Discord or Roll20. Yeah,
Roll20
all sorts of ways.
Is there
Roll20
like
is super
is there like
popular.
a site that you can go to and be
Yeah,
like, I'm new, help
heaps.
me?
Okay, yeah, Roll20 has like a search for a game function. A lot of it's pay to enter though.
Okay.
You can find a bunch of different Discord servers. Like I run like 2 of them.
Okay. Cool. There you go.
I'm going to grab my glutton's fork and take a bite out of my bed because I'm hungry.
What?
Yeah.
So you take a bite out your bed.
Yeah, I'm
Does it
hungry.
structurally weaken the bed? Because you've got a second
No,
blanket.
just like into
Okay.
the flow.
Okay.
Just
sure.
a flow bite.
Sure.
They've ruined the mattress, but yeah, the bed's
Yeah,
still
because
there.
if like you took a bite out the leg, then you know
Just
at
as-
some point during the night.
No, it's just like in the middle of the mattress where like there may or may not be suspicious holes anyway because of rats and stuff
Okay, sure.
So you in a rat hole.
and stuff.
The next morning
It's
dawns.
suspicious.
The weather seems to be quite good today, and everyone wakes up. They kind of, I guess, leave their rooms and meet down in the common room of the inn. Breakfast is currently being served. What does John wish to do?
Can I wake up early? I want to wake up a little bit earlier.
But
You
were up
may
later.
wake up a little bit earlier. Are you sharing a room with anyone?
No,
Okay.
I want to wake up early.
Why not?
Well, let's see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to wake up early, grab a quick breakfast, and then head on over to the prison the jail.
Sure.
Do I notice him leaving?
No, he's in a different room.
Yeah, but I only need like 4
Oh,
hours.
did she not
right?
cocoon?
So I was like up.
You didn't cocoon?
No.
Then you do notice that John's door opens and then closes, and you hear like a clank, clank, clank,
And
clank,
I only
clank.
took like 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
'Cause I,
So you
yeah.
hear him leave the inn. You're pretty sure it's him
I'm
because
totally
of
following him.
the location.
It's totally
Are you following him
Yeah.
unseen or seen?
unseen?
Stealth.
Stealth in it. Yeah.
Guess I've got no reason to do a
Yeah, you just
perception.
use your passive.
Oh, am I passive?
No. John uses
John.
his.
You rolled lots.
There's no passive stealth.
You bet his.
Hang on. 29.
Sure. Okay, I'll remember the roll of 29 until something changes. John walks out the inn, and of course you see John walking out the inn. He walks by himself to the jail. It is fairly early in the morning, so not many people are on the streets. No one like kind of stops him or interacts with him much because he is heavy armed warrior man at the moment, not disguised.
Mm-hmm.
So you reach the jail. You see a couple of the deputies and the like random pleasure guards hanging around. They notice you and they recognize you from the previous day. They seem a bit hesitant to kind of talk to you, but what do you wish to do?
Was it Raphael? Is it?
Raphael.
Raphael.
Raphael. I'd like to speak to Raphael.
He is not in at the moment. Can we help you?
When is he getting in?
He should be in 2 hours.
Oh wait.
You're just gonna wait.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Got nothing else to do. Well, I kind of do.
One of the guards.
What's that?
So
That's a
Goonie.
bride's name.
Oh, cool.
One of the guards, upon realizing that you are just gonna stand there and wait, he runs off to go fetch his dogs.
This is like this guy waiting again.
Yeah, for 2 hours, really? Okay. How much earlier did you get up before them? Just a small bar.
Say 6.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say they all come out at about 7, so.
Whoa, hang on.
Hot.
What?
Hot.
7.
This is a wake up at 11, man.
You can wake up at 11.
Right, we don't have to be anywhere, right?
Yes, we do.
What?
Sasha wants to take you somewhere. And
Yeah, but
Sasha's
have
got
I
a
been told
magical
about
orb
that?
as well. Hidden in her.
Oh, no.
Sasha wants.
Bag.
Yes. You were sitting next to Sasha when the guy told us the actual story
Do you
about
remember?
the secret
Oh,
item
fine,
hidden
I
in the
got-
secret
I
room.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just remember that you can communicate with me.
Eventually, Raphael
You can.
Why?
appears at the jail in, we'll say, 20
Yeah.
minutes after the guard runs off.
Have you got the stone? Oh.
And he looks at John and he says, "You again, Sir Knight. How can I help you?"
Yes, I have further inquiries about the murder that took place.
Oh, boring.
Do you have more evidence or?
I'd like to speak to the murdered victim's family. Can you tell me about them? Where they live?
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm going back to the inn.
You head back to the inn.
Is it a 6 or a 9? I can't tell.
Looks like a 9.
9. 12.
Yeah, okay, he has a middling response to that, but he doesn't seem to think that you mean harm. He says, "Yes, terrible business that. No one deserves to die like that, slaughtered like an animal in the street." He says, "Fine, you'll be looking for Mrs. Winslow. I hear she lives on the west side of town. Here, I will provide directions." And he like sketches you a little map.
Okay, thank you. I do have one more question.
Yes.
Have you heard of a dwarven lady by the name of
Seguini.
Seguini?
He says, "No, I don't believe I've heard of that lady. We
Saguina?
do have a population of dwarves here in
Sigourney.
Sigourney.
the town,
Oh,
but
no.
never heard of that
Project
person
we made
before."
Some shady things going on with those dwarves.
What do you mean?
I don't want to.
You do want to, just out with it. Let's be honest. You already started it.
It looks like this lady may have been forced into a marriage that she did not want to participate in.
Well, he says, "I have no dealings with the church and their dwarven customs."
Well, if it was illegal, then you should get involved.
If it were illegal, I don't see a marriage or anything being done illegally.
Isn't that like
Do you
a form
have
of
to?
slavery?
Yeah.
Mm.
Slavery is different, you know, person will be in chains, being brought harm
You,
upon
you need to
themselves.
get your men onto this.
He looks at you skeptically and says, I will try to look into this, but I don't believe anything would come of it.
Mm.
Seeing as by law she is
What law?
lawfully married. What law of the Church of Vergadane?
You seem to know a lot about this.
Well, I know there's only one church in town.
Just an aside, isn't like a forced marriage just another form of slavery?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but do they consider it slavery here?
Just give me your word, your men will look into
And
this.
slavery
He
is
gives
kind
you
of
his
legal
word
here.
that he will look into
But they
this.
look down on it.
Right.
Look down.
Yes.
I'll also do my own.
But he tells you that
Mm.
if she's already married, it is by law there is far little he can do unless of course the groom is guilty of like harm or you know.
Oh, I guess she's
physical,
screwed
yeah.
then. I said that out of character.
Yeah.
Okay, I say
Both physically and literally. Wait,
thank you.
He thanks you.
Liquor. Liquor.
He says before you leave, please do not give much grief or more grief to the widow. She is already
Just had
sad
a hard
enough
time,
that
man.
her husband was killed like an animal.
I'm
on
not
the street.
here to cause grief.
Yeah.
I'm here for vengeance.
Well,
Jesus, what did what? Wow. How is it personal?
he says,
Well,
How is it?
care that your sword does not avenge,
I'm not avenging myself.
impose vengeance on the wrong person.
Vigilantism.
Yeah.
I'm not here.
Leave that to the law, he says.
Because they've
I'm not
already
here to
punished
do-
the person responsible.
I'm not here to do anything. I just want to speak to the victim.
He's trying to keep up with personal justice.
And he says, if that is all, I have much to do today and a funeral to attend later.
What?
Okay, thank you. I'll leave you to your business.
Okay.
I'll be seeing you again.
Sure.
He's like, oh god, okay.
And I head off in search of Mrs.
Winslow.
Winslow.
Okay.
Can I detour to, on the way back to the inn? Can I head to the bakery?
You may.
I
You
just-
find the bakery is closed.
Oh, can I look through the window and figure out if I can see anything different from last time?
You look through the window and you see the only difference is, aside from the fact there's no one in there, most of the baked goods that were put out are not there anymore. Like, it's not
All right, fine. Yeah,
baked
I'm back at
for
the
the
inn.
day yet.
There's no need for you to break in, pretty much.
Yeah, there's no reason to break in and steal anything that's not prepared. John walks to the cottage, the modest cottage of the widow, and you hear soft sobs of someone inside. The soft sobs of someone inside. As you stand at the front door of this cottage.
I gently knock, tap, tap, tap.
Gently knocking at the door, a moment passes and eventually the door opens. A sad-looking, dark-haired woman opens the door. Looking at you, she says, "Thank you, but the local clergy have already been by to discuss arrangements for the funeral."
I take it you're Mrs. Winslow?
Yes, she says, "And you are from the church?"
I'm not.
Who says, "Could have fooled me. Your vestments look like you are of the holy cloth."
John just goes, oh,
Different church.
yeah,
Way
different
darker
church.
All church, the same. Holy men. Okay.
I apologize for disturbing you.
A way darker church?
She looks at you and says, "How can I help you?"
Church of Batman.
I'm here
Can I be Robin?
on your behalf to make sure that you have been adequately compensated for this horrendous act.
She seems to be, she bursts into like more tears and she says, "Dave was a decent man. He
Dave.
may have worked for a brothel.
Glad I killed him.
He may have worked for a brothel, but it was honest work to put food on our table for myself and the children. He took his job seriously, protecting courtesans who worked at the brothel from the more violent and dangerous patrons.
Didn't do a
I
good
guess
job
his
then, did
luck
he?
finally ran out." She mutters a quiet prayer
You killed
to
him, not the courtesans. I
whoever,
think that could be
yeah.
a win.
So he was protecting courtesans who worked at brothel from violent
Yeah,
people.
that's true.
She says, in answer to your question, "I don't know who did it, but I'm told it was one of those wandering adventurer types. The kind that gets let off because of their power and riches. We were paid recompense for what happened, but that will not bring back my dear husband and father to my children."
So in your eyes, That was not adequate compensation.
But she says that that is the way of the things in the town.
No, look deep.
Life is cheap.
Look deep inside. Was that enough?
She feels greater sadness by
You
your
should have been more
words.
specific.
And as she begins to answer, a small boy child notices you talking to his mother and he walks up, handing you a folded origami paper horse. He says, "My dad loved horses. He was going to buy us one someday. Here, you can have one of my horses, mister.
I'll give him.
It is my second best horse."
Can't you have a horse?
Well, I could.
The
but then-
widow looks embarrassed but keeps silent. The kid says, "I have given the best one to my dad to put in his box with him." A box means coffin.
And how do you feel, little? What was your name again?
Little
Timmy.
Johnny.
Timmy will
Timmy.
say. I didn't name the
It's
kid.
Timmy.
Yes, he gives you his little paper origami horse,
No,
which you
not
have in
that
your hand
Timmy.
now.
Dave? That sounds been Davey. Dave.
The widow
Dave Jr.
thinks about your question, and she says, "I do not desire vengeance. I just wish that, I guess, the people that perpetrated this act go on to not indiscriminately kill others. You know, like they've learned their lesson from having to pay the reparations." She says, "Do not kill on my behalf or in the name of my husband.
Quick
It is not
question.
worth it." Yes.
Outside game, please.
Yeah.
Doesn't John already know? And didn't he berate me already in the?
Oh yeah, he knows, but he's checking on the family, I think.
He's making sure the family is satisfied
Yeah,
with
he's
the
making sure
outcome.
the family is
Oh, okay.
satisfied. So it's
Cool.
your side
Sorry,
and then the
confusion
victim's
cleared
side.
up.
Yeah,
I was confused.
no problem.
As long as you are satisfied,
She says,
then I'll give you my word that I will do all that I can to
Yes.
prevent this.
so she says like, you know,
Makes it sound like you did it.
yeah, you sound like you did it, but she knows that you didn't do it.
How does she know though, Kevin?
Because she would have got a description.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, elf types.
She says, "Yes, indeed, I do not wish for you to enact vengeance upon anyone in my family's name." She says, "I have much to do now. The funeral is later today. I do thank you for looking into us. You are a good person, Mr. Knight Paladin guy."
Did I introduce myself?
I don't think you did.
No paladin guy.
No, my name's John, by the way.
Ah, you are a good person, Paladin John. Not many would care about a simple peasant family like ours. She takes your hand and says, "May Eldeth bless you in your travels."
Man, so many blessings.
Thank you.
She thanks you as well.
Be
Who's
well.
Elder?
And,
Just God.
well, you can roll die and find out.
If you were
Can't
there,
go there.
No, but the Paladin who has
I
released
suppose I
he
can.
doesn't care.
Of course he cares. He doesn't want
7.
some pleb.
7. As far as you can tell, Eldeth is
A god.
some sort of neutral good goddess
Okay.
in the world. Yes.
Cool.
Oh, and then she as she begins to close the door, she says, "Do you wish to
Shots
attend the
fired.
funeral for my husband? It is happening
Where's that
later
one from?
today."
Belgium.
Yes, please give me the details.
Some-
The details. It will be at
Australia.
around 3 p.m. And then she gives you details with like to the graveyard that you were at last night.
The graveyard? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not at the church? Okay.
Maybe to just bury him.
They're
Okay.
they're
The
weird
peasants.
commoners.
Yeah, the peasants, they don't get funerals, and they don't get like big funerals. Plus, you will have to see who actually attends this
Mm,
burial.
This is interesting.
interesting.
Yes. All right.
Alright.
You head back to the inn. Again, without much interference on the way. There you see Damal already. Is Damal staying downstairs or is she going back to
Yeah,
the room?
she's having
You
breakfast.
see Damal already there up, and as you enter, you see the other 3 walk down the stairs into the common room.
I would say by now we'd probably be ready to go.
I'd say by now I'd be drunk.
Well, you were always drunk.
That's the point.
Do you know what the best way about avoiding hangover is?
Never be
Stop
drunk.
drinking.
Just don't stop.
Here the dog, baby.
We're gonna make Urbag a functioning alcoholic.
Can I see anything around
Mate.
before we leave?
In the inn,
Yes.
Say that like
nothing
this.
really of note.
Never
You
been
don't
a
actually notice many people paying attention to you. This
Yeah.
Remember
early.
when there used to be an actual
The inn has not
intoxication
filled up with
condition
people
in
yet.
D&D?
Yeah. Are there any barmaids around that I can
During the
see?
playtest.
You
5th edition.
notice 1 or 2. They seem to be busy cleaning up and setting up the morning.
Any female mercenary types eating
Shay,
breakfast?
did you look at
No,
my
barmaids, yes. Mercenary
my
types, no.
character sheet?
And who else is eating breakfast anyway?
Do you see personality
You
traits?
see a couple of
Yes.
peasants, maybe some that you think are farmers
Where it
or
says
like
alcoholic,
off-duty guards that have
functional.
not.
I read it
Begun
off
their
Kevin
shit
the other
yet.
week.
None of them female, though, most of them male.
I'm just gonna be like, yo, group, what's up?
Alright, what do you wish to do?
We head
Food.
off to Tombstone Rock.
So you have discussed this with the rest of the party?
Yep. We had a discussion over dinner between John and Aisha and I.
I wasn't there,
No, you
but
weren't.
you know.
But you go where Sasha commands you to go.
Do I?
Yeah. If you don't, you do things by yourself, and that's up to you.
Look, I got the hint when you were like, I want to go here tonight, so I will come.
I get a breakfast pap to go.
Only
A
because I
breakfast
like
bag.
you.
Grabbing your horses from the stables after your breakfast, you travel to the spot.
I'm gonna go ahead on
What?
Like by maybe just like 5 minutes. Maybe or no wait,
But you don't know the way. You weren't given the map.
how do you how
They were
Sasha
given a
has
map. Sasha made a deal with the guy, and they have a map.
Alright, I'm gonna before we
Remember, this is to get the undead that is stopping people from visiting this distant graveyard.
yeah, so before we leave, before I even really hang out with these guys, I'm gonna use my head of disguise to adopt my 15-year-old skinny boy persona.
Yes.
Wait, what? You have a 15
Do they know you are a skinny boy?
Uh,
I mean, they'll kind of guess it because first of all, they hear the clang.
Yeah.
Second of all, you summon your horse unless you get a new horse that is not as impressive as your horse.
no,
Because they're all on horseback, you're not going to keep up on foot
No,
in heavy armor.
I just don't want to be seen with
Okay.
them around town.
Oh, okay. So, but once you're out of town, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Okay. Okay.
Is
Gotcha.
that before?
It's why Sasha is taking them out of town.
Fast
Knowing-
forwarding.
Yes.
Traveling to the spot indicated by the directions, Amir. Did I count Whistlewood or something?
Before we
Provided
arrive-
and Amir. You find yourself in a ravine.
Before we, oh, sorry.
Oh, yes.
Before we arrive, can I be in stealth, please?
You may.
Of course.
You
Long
are on
distance,
horseback, though.
long distance traveling in self slows everyone down.
Are we
Yes,
in a
they would have
forest?
to slow. You are in a forest.
So it'd be double speed anyway?
No,
No? What do I get?
not on a horse.
Not on a horse, though.
You're
You
traveling
are.
Oh no, she can still. Well, only when traveling alone you can move stealthily at normal pace.
Wouldn't this horse also need to be? Like,
Yeah,
Yes.
you have to be traveling alone
The
before
thing,
you.
that, the thing that ruins you right now is the fact that you have a horse.
We can't be
And-
lost.
Yes, you can't get lost.
Can't
You
get
know
lost.
exactly where you're going.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Never mind.
Traveling to the spot indicated by the directions, you find yourself in a ravine. There is a narrow, exposed rock face that is split by a vertical crevasse about 3 feet wide and 15 feet high. Water trickles down the side. So there's a rock that is like that,
Yeah.
and you are looking at a skinny, narrow, 3 foot wide path. And the map seems to indicate that you have to go through this.
Mm-hmm.
I get off my horse and have a look see.
We hitch the horses.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Make a horse hitching check as well.
No, I put down like a
26.
stick and like
26.
knock it over.
The
Horse.
snow around you
Close.
is relatively thick. You
Yeah.
do not notice any footprints, so the snow is undisturbed going in to this
Wait, we're all there.
crevasse.
Yeah, okay.
I
Yeah.
tell Sasha what I see.
No tracks leading in.
Talking
Yeah.
to our
There won't be
friends.
there won't be tracks.
Yeah.
This is an untravelled place because the undead stop
I do
people
a
from entering.
I haven't played. We should have encountered the
primeval
undead
awareness.
already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Burn slot and there's no roll.
There's
on
no
it.
Okay.
roll. You just
Yeah,
You just have to
burn a
tell me
slot.
what.
What I say.
No, primary awareness.
No,
What you are
I-
trying to detect. What's your
actually
radar ping?
technically
Undead?
she gets all of them.
I get all
No,
of them.
she doesn't. She has to pick one.
For 1 minute,
Um,
you can sense any aberration, celestial, dragon, elemental, fae, fiend, undead.
and undead doesn't say all.
Say
I
And
thought it's
pick
all.
one.
no, it's and, but you just tell us which one of those she detects.
Oh, does she detect all of them? I
Yeah.
thought she had to pick.
No, you don't have to pick.
apparently not.
You can detect any of them, but it doesn't reveal location or number. We just know what type of creature is
Sure.
in the area.
What were the types again?
aberration,
Uh-huh.
celestial, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Wow.
Jeez.
You detect Fae, Undead, Celestial
Oh,
within a
cool.
6 mile radius.
Just FYI, he doesn't count as celestial, and she wouldn't count as fae.
You detect Fae
Okay.
undead
Okay.
in a
And-
6-mile radius.
Okay.
Fan undead.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck.
The-
That sounds like a party.
Hey, undead dudes. What's going on?
Only if they can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's just
Good.
rolling the dice.
Why
you know?
not?
Yeah, so that.
Taking it.
Yeah, you don't get any response.
Yeah, it's fine. Cool. That's interesting.
Do you relay this to the party at all?
Yeah, I relate to the party.
Do you
completely.
speak undead?
there's not a language for undead.
The book says the
Sasha's
DM
way is the
can like make discretion for
Yeah.
the undead thing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
an optional.
So we,
Okay.
yeah.
Now,
Wait, dragon.
the first question is, what do you do with your horses?
Hitch them.
Time to
Outside the
tree.
crevasse?
Yes. No, like where we are,
Yeah,
outside the entrance.
yeah.
I like stab a stick into the wall
Okay.
and put it over, and they stay there like glue.
Okay.
Because that's how horses work.
Sure.
I tie them to a
That's how
tree
you do it.
before
I
we
make
leave
sure-
the forest. as
Yeah.
well.
I'm going to chat to them,
Yes.
make sure they feel okay,
You have
make sure there's enough food around.
Yeah, they
tie
feel
feed
fine. They're
sets
happy
for
that
me.
you
weird
paid for
concept
them
of
to
how
be
horses
stable.
work.
Yeah.
TV tells me these things.
So that they
You
never
burning a
go
spell for
away.
that speak with animals.
So they're comfortable with just hanging out.
Yeah, she's got to speak with animals.
Yeah, so
Can
burn,
I have-
burn another spell slot.
No.
Sounds smells like she's got a
It's
ring or something.
Oh, the rain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I like let them go for a day?
What?
get
no,
them to come back?
no,
Well,
no.
You would
No,
have to
because
get the
you would have
horse
to
to
convince
promise that it would come back.
Don't be dumb.
And then you'd have to roll insight to make sure that the horse wasn't lying.
Yeah, but I don't want them getting killed by Fae or undead
They're-
either.
And I would even make you roll the persuasion roll after when you come
fine.
out so that you don't
fine.
know what's
To
happening.
the
Yeah.
protests of the party, I will not do so.
No, we tie them up.
My horse is actually celestial. Just FYI.
But you just not summon, is it?
Yo.
Oh, you summon to come out.
Celestial is included then. Yeah. I was obviously counting John, but if his horse is indeed
Yeah.
celestial, it counts.
I wonder what the celestial source is.
Like they can run away if they're gonna get attacked.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
fine.
going to tell them
Okay.
that. I'll
But
be
they
like,
can't just fucking roam free because they'll
dudes,
never
if you're
come
going to
back.
get in danger, you can run away. That's cool. but
The
come back,
crevasse
'cause I
is
like you.
dim light. Obviously, Aisha can see in darkness, so she's fine.
Lantern of Everbright, lantern.
Lantern of Everbright. What is the walking order?
Plus,
you
I've
can
got
read those in the
150
files.
feet.
Sasha will go first.
Sasha goes first.
Didn't
With
I
the
get
light.
some sick lantern as well?
How high is the ravine?
The ravine, so it's like I said, a triangular shaped thing. It is 15 feet high.
15 feet.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
that's not very
last.
high. Okay.
No, it's not.
No.
15 feet by like 3 as
I'm
wide
gonna
as.
go last.
You want to go last?
Holding his.
Do we
Oh,
roll
of
for
light
last?
upness.
Mole of yes.
I'll be
Someone
second.
say
I'll
Roll
be.
off for last.
I'll be second to last.
Highest decides who to go last.
Beat 4.
Well,
Yeah.
So you are last.
I'll be second to last.
No, I'm second to last.
Now you roll off to
Yeah,
be second
roll off
to
second
last.
to last. Beat 3.
I did. Oh, I did.
Oh!
So Demal is second to last. So I'm gonna guess it's Sasha, Urban, Aisha, Demal,
Yep.
John.
John.
It's
Yeah.
always Sasha Urbank.
Yeah,
because
because-
we don't trust anyone talking to anyone.
We try not to. but
First in the door.
they like to butt in.
Continuing and walking another 20 minutes in this windy, claustrophobic ravine, you find a dark rectangular hole beneath a stone outcropping.
I look into it with my
You're in the
awesome
back.
dark vision. So what?
We'll say you all kind of come out and stay at the same time. The outcropping is sheltered. So it, aside from a bit of moisture around the entrance, it is fairly dry. So you look in. Looking further into this rectangular hole, about 20 feet in, you can see a stone door, slightly ajar in the tunnel's, I guess, lighted depth. Because now
Guys,
you've got like
There's a door
more
with
light.
jars in there.
I guess your eyesight is good enough. The door bears chiseled marks that might have once have been a name.
Ooh.
Ooh.
With chiseled marks that might once have been a name.
Yeah, but you're not close enough
I
to
convey to the
examine it
party.
better.
Wait, what?
Is this just in front of us?
Yes. So rectangular hole.
Yeah.
Looks man-made or creature-made, like not
Cut in,
natural.
yeah.
Cut in. 20 feet down, you see a slightly ajar stone door.
Okay, I'm gonna walk
Is this
Up
where Bob came
near
from?
the entrance, say 5 feet away from the entrance. I'm gonna turn on my wand of secrets, so it will point to the nearest either secret door or trap within 30 feet.
Wand of Secrets. Does stone block it?
It's just the nearest one within line of effect, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. The nearest trap. You don't detect anything.
I doesn't take any traps. Someone take the lead.
Sasha walks forward.
Sasha walks in first. Approaching the door, you see that the stone is covered in a strange yellowish mold.
Stealth, please.
Sasha will investigate the mold before walking in, seeing
14.
that there is mold on the door.
Are you investigating with your eyes? Or with your hands? Or with your tongue?
Let me check
We will
my
sh- we shall
stats, and that will determine.
Or
Sorry,
with
17.
Or plus 0,
Huh?
or
Sorry, 17.
For step.
plus 0, or plus 0. How about I use medicine?
Sasha picks up her bag.
Plus 0. Rubs airbag on it. No, I'm fine. It's good. I will use my eyeballs and roll a 13.
As far as you can tell, you think the mold might be dangerous in some way.
I'm gonna
should you
eyeball
touch
it too.
Yeah.
13.
Would that not count as a potential trap?
Guys,
No, it
I
doesn't
know.
count a trap.
I should really
because
pick
it's
up something more
naturally
than that.
occurring yellow
Yeah, naturally.
goo.
I will also let you roll a survival check because you are a ranger.
12. Oh, sorry. 15.
You know a little bit better. It is obviously not a magical mold. However, you think that it is poisonous.
Oh man, I've got poison stuff.
You
Can
get
I
rid-
can I like get my poisonous kit out in a little vial and like
For the
scrape a
next,
try
little?
to
for the next
scrape some.
hour.
Is it gonna take that long to get a little bit of sample?
She can get a little bit of sample.
To study it will be like
To
an hour.
study it and like investigate it properly
What's-
to figure out
Well,
what
I'm
it is.
grabbing
To
a-
obtain a sample
yeah.
is fast. To study it will take a while.
I'm gonna obtain a sample.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
You,
Sorry, what's the name of Claire's spell where she looks for undead and celestials?
It's not a spell. It's a ranger feature
ranger-
called
It's called
Primeval.
Primeval Awareness,
Wow.
primeval.
and it is a spell slot, so technically.
It's not a spell. It's a.
Yeah, she burns a spell slot.
It uses spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say it's some sort of magical radar pinging ability.
Do you tell the party that it's poisonous?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
So it's
Sasha,
poisonous.
we,
Sasha will just say, "Don't touch it," and carry on.
You get a little bit in your vial and you keep it in your poisonous kit, I guess. Your
I
vials
just say,
there.
can someone with who has like torches in their backpack? Let's just burn it off and move on.
Yes, creating smoke to pass the poisonous fumes directly into our lungs.
How much smoke do you think this will cause?
It's a mold. Lots.
Mm.
Mold tends to be damp, which creates moisture, which creates like a steam fog.
Stop with
The
your
worst
logic.
type of fog.
Gee.
Sasha is so wise beyond her years. What's your wisdom
Clearly
score?
beyond my years. Because my wisdom is 10.
So the wise one acts like
Mm.
not the wise one.
Yeah, I should
Not the wise one acts like the wise one.
So
Okay.
Can
Yes.
I use my
Sasha-
wisdom to like figure out what we should do with it?
Sasha walks past
Um,
without touching it.
I'll let you roll your intelligence actually
Yeah.
if you want to try and figure out what you should
We
do.
should do. Yeah. Is that
Plus 2.
+2? Okay, 12.
You think that obviously because you believe it's poisonous, you shouldn't be touching the door, but there are ways of opening the door without having to touch it.
Can I perceive anything about those symbols?
Can you perceive anything about those symbols? They are actually too obscured by the mold. You would have to clear it off to figure out what
Can
it
I
is.
go all Lord of the Rings on it and use the phrase that Gandalf used for the door for the Mordor?
You can.
Crap.
But nothing
It's
happens.
already open.
It's already
Uh,
It's already
open.
open.
It's already
Speak
ajar.
friend and enter.
Yeah.
What?
But you gotta say the Elvish version of it.
Yes.
Wait. So the door.
The door is ajar. It's not open. It is actually okay. Well, yeah, it's ajar enough for a creature that is small to squeeze.
I
Any
through.
tell,
sticks
I tell, no, I tell everyone stand back 30 feet. I cast Thaumaturgy to open an unlocked door.
Can Thermatology open?
You can instantaneously cause an unlocked door or window to open or shut.
Sure, it's fine. Using your spell, you open the door, and it kind of grinds to an open. You see from beyond that the mole was only on the outer side, so the inside doesn't seem to open. However, by opening the door in this way,
Did you get?
something happens.
I could have seen my rat in.
No,
You could have sent your me in.
Apologies, it opened inward.
okay.
As it opens, as you force it open, there is a crash, and what you can hear are metal bits sliding all the way on the inside of the door. It appears that an improvised alarm was stacked up behind the door.
Oh, I could have searched for traps and everything.
I feel like that should have been covered by the Wand of Secrets.
I want to say the stacked up bits of garbage
Oh,
and metal.
It's not
doesn't-
really a trap.
It's an alarm.
It's
Yeah,
an
that-
alarm.
well, that is
It's
a
not
type
trap.
It's a Wand of Secrets, so it should detect something that is being hidden within the range.
No. I would say this would not technically have detected it because it was not designed to trap anyone, nor was it designed to harm you.
So we know it's an alarm. Can we hear it
Well,
audibly?
you guess, yeah, everybody hears this gigantic crash of metal and
I look at
cans,
John.
like someone stacked like cans and things.
I instantly look at John like it was his fault that there was a loud metal.
Like John fell over and his
Yeah.
plate armor just smashed onto.
Well, I personally disagree with the
Yeah.
Wand, but okay, we'll play with that.
I look
Sure.
offended. Oh wait, you don't say anything, do you? You just kind of look.
I
at
just
it.
look at you and then I'm like,
And then I'm like,
and he's just like standing there and I'm
yeah.
like,
Sasha turns to Damal and asks for one of the swords that she picked up last night.
Yeah, short
Wait,
sword,
what?
long sword, axe.
Short sword.
Have one.
Hands it to John and asks him to pin it under the door with his immense strength.
Pin it under the door.
To pin the
Minus
door open.
one short.
Sure. Does it look like it?
Slide into the base of the rock, wedge it in.
Like
The
a
door stop.
Yeah.
Sure.
you know,
But
we
kick it with your strong foot to kick it right in there so it's real wedged.
Right up to the hilt.
Alright,
maybe.
you kick it and it's wedged. It's make the door jam unless of course someone pulls out the
Can I
sword.
look in and see if there's anything aside from metal jaggedy bits?
You can. You are the first one there.
You die.
You look in.
I get 19.
you die. What did you
Inside the
do?
door is a passage 10 feet high by 10 feet wide, running deeper underground.
Oh,
That's a huge passage.
Yes, it is.
John's
facade
gonna-
even.
John's going to telepathically communicate with his horse and say, Wesley, we're making a bit of noise in here. Let me know if you see anything suspicious.
Ah, that's a good one. What is the range of your telepathy?
1 mile.
1 mile.
Ah, Kevin.
How much is that in feet?
Like
Lots.
3,000?
Does it go through
Over
walls
9,000.
and
It
stuff?
didn't specify.
If it
Yep.
doesn't specify, you can use it. Like,
If it doesn't specify, it does.
Mile is the range.
Miles range?
Kevin's
Yeah, I just
like,
want to know whether it
God.
goes through walls and things.
I think it
It
works so
doesn't
long
say.
as it's in the same plane of existence.
Okay.
Primeval awareness took place.
Wesley says, yes,
How many
boss.
spell slots do you have?
I don't know.
I
Excellent.
think you're almost burnt out.
Because it says
How
you can-
smart is your horse?
Intelligence 6.
You
Okay,
can
fair
use
enough.
your action
6.
to expend a ranger spell slot.
To do what?
Primeval
Primeval
awareness.
awareness.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
So you'd have to
telling you
expend
And
Yeah,
it's
that's
1 mile, right?
It's 1 mile.
Yeah.
Currently it's 1 mile. In the forest, there was 6 miles.
Yeah, just 1 mile.
Is forest your favorite terrain?
Yes, it is. So you're still doing the 1 mile?
Yeah.
You still detect celestial, fey, and undead.
Fine. So I've got minus 3 slots now.
Who goes in to the 10 feet by 10
Sasha
feet?
walks
I-
in with the light.
I have a
I mean, I've got
question
60. Oh,
around how that spell works.
Sure.
Because I'm just reading it because someone in chat asked about it and I found it. It says, for 1 minute per level of the spell slot you expend, you can sense whether the following types of creature are present within 1 mile. So,
Yeah.
I'm
If
just
she uses
doing
a
it for a
third
minute.
level spell slot, it lasts
Yeah.
for 3 minutes.
right, okay. But it says, is a ranger spell slot different to a normal spell
It's
slot? It's just a
the
spell
keyword-
spell
keyword
slot
ranger.
of the ranger.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Because I've got dark vision 60 feet. Can
Mhm.
I just look through? Can I see anything when I look through the door?
I just thought it was
Yeah, you
some
can. You
random
just see a
special
passage that is 10 feet
spell.
high by 10 feet wide. However, is
No,
your
you
maze
can't have
lit
special
up
spell slots
more?
I
at
don't have the
warlocks.
door at the moment.
He does naturally have Sasha in front of him.
They're
Okay,
the
you do
same
naturally have
spell casting
Sasha in
structure as
front of him.
everyone else.
You think maybe about 50 or
That's not a
60
spell.
feet down the tunnel, which runs quite straight but downwards, you think you see it opening out into a room.
Okay.
Can I search for traps, please?
As you go along,
Yeah.
you may. Roll a perception check.
Pick them up.
Oh, okay. Roll a what?
Perception check. So does this mean Damal is
Okay.
leading? She's in front.
No, I'm just going along with.
Sasha is leading.
Sasha's leading.
I'm still in the back.
You're still in the back.
So
Okay.
Sasha's
Alright.
leading. And
Okay,
he's
I can be in the
just checking
second to
the
last
spell
like I
for traps
wanted.
in.
Behind Sasha.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Walking down the tunnel,
I did
sloping
say I
down.
was leading.
Wisdom.
About 50 feet later, you it opens up into a square room. 30
Square
feet
room.
by 30 feet. What was the range of your wand again?
30 feet.
It opens up into a square room 30 feet by 30 feet containing a stone block table in the center. Stains and marks atop this slab suggest rusted objects were once placed on it but now taken away. In the middle of the wall to the right of the entry passage is a closed and severely rusted iron door.
I'm gonna get out my goop,
Mm-hmm.
the smelly one that I got from the thing that disappeared, that
Mhm.
was trying to harm Urbag, and see if I can find anything similar around the place.
Wait, what?
Okay. So
I don't
you
know
are
what
starting
scoop is.
What group is this?
the
Leathery goop.
brown cucumber. The
Oh,
smashed
the brown cucumber goop.
Yeah. So you're looking around trying to compare stuff. The room that you're in is fairly dry.
Yeah.
Like I said, the table is clean except there are rusted marks of some things that were left there, but you can't identify.
And it's
Like
not
they're not
goop
weapons,
related?
obviously. Yeah.
Okay.
They're unrelated.
Not goop.
The rest of you, what you wish to do. So it's pretty much an empty room aside from the stone slab table in the center and a rusted door.
Can we pick up that it's probably a sacrifice table?
You can't actually because there are no bloodstains and there are no chips indicating.
And we don't know
something
what
was
these
stabbed into
stains
it.
are that,
Yeah, you
that
don't
are
know
on
what
it.
stains in.
Can I try and figure out what they are?
You can roll an investigation, but it will take time. So while you're investigating this, I'll count your roll. The rest can be doing other things.
Well, it was fuck all anyway.
Oh.
8.
I'll let you know what you find when
Yeah.
the rest of them.
I go to the door.
You
because
go to the
that's
door.
Where we go to the door.
Yes. What you do is a severely rusted iron door. You don't think that the lock even works now anymore. What do you do?
I cast knock.
My man.
So unlock it.
Does knock require you to touch the door?
Let me double check for you.
I don't think it does.
Not it's a range of 60 feet. So
Oh,
and you just point to the object.
The door.
Brown done.
The door. You hear nothing. There are no sounds of any clicks. Does not lock an unlocked door.
No, it just becomes wherever it is becomes unlocked.
Okay, you hear nothing.
But if there are multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked.
Okay, you hear nothing after casting a knock door, a knock spell.
So you've unlocked it.
So it's unlocked.
I use thermatology to open it.
You use thermatology to open it. The
Mhm.
door swings open.
Kevin's like, God damn it, they're working together. What the hell is going on?
Beyond the rusted
Oh,
door.
just so you know,
Yeah.
casting the spell causes an audible, loud knock up to 300 feet.
That's fine.
Regardless of whether
Awesome.
there was a lock or not.
Yeah, because casting the spell causes that sound.
Alright, so there's this gigantic knock 300 feet around you.
Okay, sorry. Okay, you guys keep going. Let me scope you.
Beyond the rusted door is another smaller square room containing a long ago smashed stone sarcophagus. The ceiling is cracked, allowing roots and water from the chamber into the chamber from multiple points, although very little actually collects in this room. By the broken sarcophagus is a rusty iron chest.
Have I stopped investigating yet?
I don't know. When the door opened, were you like,
I guess you're
Yeah.
still in the middle.
I'm
of
like,
it.
holy shit, what the fuck? There's
Yeah.
a loud sound coming from that way. I'm going over there.
So you see them all enter their room.
Yeah,
What do
I'm
the rest of
abandoning
you
my
wish to do?
investigating.
Yeah.
Sasha will walk over to the chest and investigate it.
Sasha, investigate. You open the chest? Do you touch the chest?
Sasha
Touch
will
the chest.
touch the chest.
Sasha will touch the chest. The chest is
Because-
unlocked.
Because
She opens the chest.
and absolutely nothing happens. The ruined chest, the
Sasha has
ruined
no fear of
rusty
the DM.
chest.
He cannot stop me from opening the chest.
So I'm going to make you guys
Okay.
suspicious until the one time where you let your guard down, then it is actually something. It contains ruined cloth and the remains of some broken pots and a nice quill ink pen.
Ooh. Shiny.
But that is all you find.
Sasha will use her
ruined cloth.
Ruined, as in not ruined.
detect
No, I know.
magic on
Yes.
the object
Detect
inside.
magic on the objects. What is the range of your detect magic?
Sasha has opened the chest, so she's within 5 feet of them.
Yes, but what's
No,
that
what's the
range?
actual
Range-
range?
range
Because
of
I'm
the
going to
spell?
tell you. Yeah.
Go to the right one.
Mhm.
Click the right tab. Click on the right word, which is detect magic. Within 30 feet.
30 feet. Aside from all your friends that light up like Christmas trees,
trees.
the door lights up.
The door that we just came through.
Yes.
Ah, fuck.
The rusted door
That's
lights
never
up
good.
magically.
But nothing in the box.
Nothing in the box unless you wish to search or investigate it.
I'll take the quill.
Oh.
Sasha's holding this box, mate.
Oh.
She got to the box first.
What else was
What-
in the room?
what they find?
Sarcophagus.
A smashed stone sarcophagus.
Hmm.
Is this
I-
beyond the door?
Yes.
Just while
And a rusty iron chest which Sasha has just opened. She's found some ruined cloth, some remains of broken pots, and a very nice quill ink pen.
I'm gonna
What type
make
of
it-
pot?
make it fine.
Clay
Clay pot.
pots. Yes.
Sasha takes the items.
Sasha casted detect magic and detected that only the door, aside from the players, only the door is magical.
can I want to look at the sarcophagus while
She
Sasha's
will
looking
take
at
the chest to the table
Mm-hmm.
and take the items out, placing them on the table.
She takes the items out and places on the table.
Is the
Nothing
table
happens.
outside the door?
Yes, the
no.
stone table with the markings.
Which produces everything that's inside
Yeah.
the box.
Now can I take the quill pen?
Well, it depends, but Sasha will let you take a cool pen.
If you want to take the quill pen, you can.
Her
I'll
bag
take it.
presents the
Th-
Book of
thank
the
you.
Dead.
So,
And
yeah, you can write down a
recites-
fancy quill pen. What?
What?
What? Did you find something in her bag?
You recount the story of when you had an undead hand.
Can I look
Yeah.
around for anything
Yeah.
that we might have missed?
You can? You
I'm
can
l-
continue searching the sarcophagus room.
Wait,
you
no,
can...
I'm looking at the sarcophagus.
Okay, so you can
already
both
looking.
roll the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Investigation.
13.
Fuck.
13?
Yeah.
What did her bag roll?
Five
Were you
on the
investigating or
dice.
perceiving?
I'm
So-
perceiving.
Probably.
I'm just lurking. Tarchin's dangerous around here.
8.
8.
Investigation 8.
And
The
13%.
best you can guess
Is that it's a sarcophagus?
is that's a sarcophagus. However, it was not intentionally smashed. It kind of just collapsed due to age. So no one went and bashed it into...
Is there anything
Oh,
in the
right.
sarcophagus?
Sure.
Aside from that, you don't know.
I would like to do a religion check on
Mhm.
the sarcophagus.
You may.
7.
A 7. You have no idea what creature was buried here.
Yeah, I'd like to do
You
one.
know that some religions use sarcophagi.
Yes. 6 total?
Yeah.
You know even less. You think they may have buried pet animals in here. You're not sure, but it could be possible.
Sasha will tell Aisha that the door is magical,
Yes.
and anybody else who wants to listen.
Yes.
And this one.
Almost
In
like-
taking the items out of the chest,
Mhm.
is there anything with that cloth? Like, does the cloth have any writing on it of any sort?
Kim is
Roll
like,
a
God
perception check.
damn it, he's figured it out. Wouldn't it just be like
Natural 20.
wow?
That's cool.
Taking out the cloth and obviously the shards of pots, you realize that these things are relatively worthless to someone like you.
Yeah.
But you realize that the chest, the interior of the chest, seems to be smaller than the exterior.
There's a false bottom from the sounds of that description.
Then
Yeah, just
she
like
will
Kim
attempt
Kardashian.
to open the false bottom.
Man,
if she
I
can
legit
find a
just
way.
thought that.
You're welcome.
Get out. Get out.
It's not really hard to open the false bottom, so we'll not really need a roll. Eventually, you find a little catch on the outside that releases the false bottom of the chest. Inside the false bottom is a Book of the Dead. No. It's a book
Damn
wrapped
it!
in a waterproof oilcloth covering that keeps it dry. Yeah.
It is the Book of the Dead.
Uh,
Do you wish to unwrap it and gaze upon
Sasha
the
will
cursed book?
put it into her bag for later
Okay.
because she doesn't want these motherfuckers knowing what
Sasha
she's
is boring.
Can I just real quick?
Sasha is devious.
John was standing there.
Is she in the main room?
Yes.
I see her like open up, fiddle, and open this bottom
Yes,
of the
you
chest.
see it and John sees it. The other two do not.
What'd you find there?
Some book that we'll look at when we're not in this hellhole.
Cool.
Can I real quick just do a divine sense to check for any celestial fiend, undead?
And this one tells you the location,
Yes.
isn't it?
With
Yep.
the exact
Within-
location, but only within 60 feet.
And also any consecrated or desecrated place or object.
Okay, wait. List out the things again.
So location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet
Mm-hmm.
that is not behind total cover,
Mm-hmm.
and also the presence of any consecrated or desecrated place or object.
Not behind total cover.
So it has to have line of sight to the
Hmm.
thing, even a little bit.
You do not detect any of those things.
Hmm.
But then, in your mind, you hear, "Boss, there are men out here."
Interesting.
How many?
I
How many
will do a
voices?
percentage. I guess horses can count.
Well, this
I
one
mean-
is smart enough to know how to count.
Yes, it is smart enough to know how to count. Wesley says there are. Yeah, I got the numbers. 8
Do you tell the
men
party?
approaching.
I do.
Okay, I slip into stealth.
I wish to stand at the entrance because the way we came in was just a single straight ravine, right?
Yes.
How long was it?
So you had from the entrance to the open room with the table. You have
Like more than 10 minutes worth of travel.
it was 50 feet in past the door. Yeah, okay. So it's 50 feet to the entrance.
Yeah.
Where you have that thing where you knocked over the
The mold
the
door.
mall door, yeah. And then there was a walking of 20 minutes.
20
30.
minutes.
But it's
Free
20 minutes
stealth.
of slow walking, like you, because it was so narrow, you
Okay,
were kind
okay.
of squeezing and maneuvering away.
Oh yeah,
So
but
it's not distance wise. It's
oh
more,
okay. I didn't realize there was a hallway in between. I must
Yeah.
have gone in after I would.
It's fine.
No,
Okay.
we walked down the 20 minutes of walk. in
20
the
minutes of
cave,
crevasse,
and then we found the door.
mole door.
And then the door was like only 50 feet.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's-
Yeah.
Okay.
Feet
Okay.
inside the
So we
first
can get to the
room.
door easy.
Okay, so standing at the door into the small complex, I'll say, you guys get ready. I'm going to keep an eye out on what look down that ravine entranceway because there's only 50 feet. I have 90 feet of perfect dark vision,
Okay.
so I'll have my bow ready to warn of these guys.
And Jean asked Weasley.
Boss, they're taking the horses.
They're taking me.
they're trying to take me, but they have started taking the horses. They're kind of untying the knots that Urbag tied.
Right.
What? No, Sasha tied them.
That is okay.
Well, I thought you were the expert.
Sasha
knot.
didn't tie anything. Sasha went rape. Good horse.
That horse is gone. That's the one horse that didn't get stolen. Ran away.
That is okay, Weasley. You go with these men.
Go,
Tell me
go,
where they
go with these men, Wesley.
Tell me all about their secrets.
Go with this man, Wesley. And you said 1 mile, isn't
1
it?
mile, which is
Lots of feet.
50 to 100 feet.
Okay. Watching down the corridor, nothing happens, so you don't detect, hear, or see anyone approaching.
Okay.
Because you can see in perfect darkness, and I guess none of these guys around you are light source, so it's a dark hole or stretch of tunnel that you can see until it starts to curve.
Okay.
What does Damal and Urbag do now that they have finished investigating the
What's my
sarcophagus?
33
Do you wish
stealth?
to check out? Do you tell them the door was magical?
Yeah.
We
Okay.
would have
You told
seen
the
it, right?
Well,
Or
he
did
told
only-
I
did
should-
it-
No.
I did say it.
Sasha casted detect magic, discovered only the door was magical.
Also,
aside from you
only
guys.
he can see.
I'm leaving first.
Well, he knows, and then he told
What?
you.
Out
What's-
the door.
In
Okay.
the sarcophagus.
You wish you dig through the sarcophagus and you find maybe remains of skeleton there, but aside from that, you don't find any valuables.
Damn it.
Damal heads
I
out.
didn't even look.
Okay. Yeah. Go on ahead.
Stealthily, Damal heads out.
I'm really proud of my roll,
You
just
don't
saying.
need your dark vision. Do the rest of you follow her out?
Guys, they're taking the horses. Will you?
Oh, they took the horses.
Yeah, I'm
Horses.
leaving. I'm gonna go check that out.
Wesley says, they are leading us away. I can't see the ravine anymore.
Oh, we could
Your
use
horse
Is
usual.
there a
Yes.
radius or range before the horse?
1 mile.
Your one, no, but his just disappears
Oh no, the horse stays
until dismissed.
until dismissed.
Okay, boss, they're eating us.
What?
Nah. They're just taking them away.
well, hey, if we keep following, we could potentially use your horse to find where they're taking them.
Yeah, I could like try to
Jamal
communicate with them.
creeps through the corridor by herself, correct?
I'm meeting up with these dudes.
Oh, okay, you're
When
working
I say
on
I
this.
was leaving the sarcophagus.
Oh,
room.
okay, yep.
Yeah.
I thought you were heading out
No.
stealthily to see what was going on.
No. Just well, I'm stealthily hit them a little bit, but like they're still within range.
Yes.
Yeah.
What does everyone wish to do?
Okay, we go
Well,
walk in.
Is there
go
any,
walk
there's
in.
nothing else really to check out here, is there?
No, we
Aside
should.
from the door,
We should wait.
Oh.
Didn't
Sorry.
he unlock the rusty door?
he unlocked the rusty door. It's still magical, no?
Oh, okay. It's probably magically locked. It was only magically unlocked for 10 minutes anyway.
Yes.
So I say we follow who stole our horses and use your horse to guide us where they went. Tell it to be like disobedient, so they slow them down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, Wesley, kick up a little bit of a fuss now and again.
Unfortunately, because you guys haven't advanced out, at some point you feel like your link weakening, and then the very last words you hear from Wesley, "Boss, I think I see a bear,"
A bear.
and then nothing, silence.
Oh.
Okay.
But you feel in your heart that Wesley's not dead because you kinda know. I think if your horse died,
No.
no, would he not know?
I don't think it explicitly says
No.
anything like that.
Ah, then you have no idea what has happened to Wesley, but the mysterious
The- the-
words
the-
saying,
like,
"Boss, I
telepathic-
think I see a bear."
The telepathic link only works within the 1 mile.
Wesley, no!
John
Last
falls
name
to his
I love that
knees,
this is
hands in
just-
the air,
Because of this
Wesley!
random Wesley, I'm.
feeding it.
It's no, but it's weird because things are not happening
In the right order.
a straight in a logical
It's
order.
not linear.
Yeah, it's non-linear. No.
Okay,
Kevin's
great.
like, God damn it, the horse is.
No, it's fine. Like, I love to roll with this because now he has no idea what's happening.
Okay, well, let's get back out there. They're in a forest, so I can track it to.
I
Yeah.
think
I have a question.
Yes.
If he feels the connection disconnect,
Uh-huh.
does he then feel the connection reconnect?
Yeah. If it
Like
re-enters
twins.
range,
it
correct?
does,
you will.
yeah.
Just like what?
Like twins.
Okay, anyway, let's go back to where the horses were.
All right, I need the marching order out of the ravine.
I'm first.
I am always next to Sasha.
I'll be at the back.
I'll be second to last.
So,
Maya
Sasha is
wants to
second
be
with
somewhere
the
in the
torch. Urbag is in the middle.
Damal, Sasha, Urbag, Aisha.
Always an
John.
egg sandwich.
Alright. Carefully
The
you
most
navigate
delicious
your
one.
way through the ravine. Or the
Nothing in the hole.
Hmm?
There's nothing in the hole.
That's good though. Means there's
Except for
space.
some random book that we're not even looking at.
that you have no idea. You thought you came in, found a broken sarcophagus, and now
I'm
John
like,
has told you they're stealing your
there's
horses.
nothing here except for what? Like a
Some
quill.
rags, a quill, and some cracked pots.
Um,
Not even the undead I promised.
Yeah, it's because you were boring and didn't open the book.
I'm disappointed.
You don't open things in weird places.
Did you not watch The Mummy?
Rule 1 of D&D, you take it to the most important town in the world,
Inside
and
a
then you
church?
open it, destroying everything.
Anyway,
Again.
Eventually, you see daylight as you walk through and back out to the outside entrance. Back outside, you hear the voice. Hello, what do we have here? Some noble grave robbers, I see. Men, take them all alive. Take them all alive if possible.
Can they see me?
Yes,
you have no
Are
cover.
you
you have no
invisible?
cover.
Even though I'm like
You're
stealth.
Doesn't
standing
matter.
in front
Stealth
of.
doesn't help you.
You're in front of
You're
shiny.
invisible.
So there's
Sasha.
stealth,
You-
which you can use to be like
Yeah.
You
hide
do,
behind.
it's not just like auto
And
turn
there's
on.
no-
Invisibility.
then
throw.
there's-
yeah. If Yeah, if it's logical, you would be in stealth, but because Sasha is shiny right behind you, it's not possible.
Oh, fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you got the back.
Yeah, like it's impossible to be in stealth while in plain sight.
Who was in the inn on the first day? Urbek, Sasha, Aisha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You recognize the voice of one of the ladies that you encountered, the slavers.
Oh,
And with that, we will end for tonight.
Damn.
Because
Oh,
it's almost
shit.
9.
Oh,
Interesting.
damn.
Okay.
Damn. All right. Thank you very much. We got a bunch of people who followed tonight, so thank you very much for following.
Cheers, guys.
Who followed? Let's have a look. People. In between. Help. I don't know what to do. Senpai Gust and Overhuman Dog followed last week. If you enjoyed, again, please follow. If you didn't, then tell us what we can do better. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, if you can head along to the YouTube channel and click subscribe so we can try and get the custom URL. Otherwise, we will be back next week.
This time next week.
This time next week?
Well,
Unless-
this time-ish next week. So we try to run about 7 p.m.-ish to about 9 p.m.-ish.
New Zealand
New
time.
Zealand
time. And I appreciate that. I have no idea what that is in Russia for Overhuman Dog and in Belgium for
That's so cool.
Senpai Gust.
That is so
So yeah, I have a vague idea what time it is in Victoria. I think where in between is. But yeah, thanks guys for coming, and we'll see you next time.